Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be on the RS3. It's going to be the first drive video on it, and it's also going to be a special one because we're heading over to the REVO Performance Centre where the RS3 is going to have a little special treat. It's going to have another modification, a bit of a research and development project for REVO, and this is going to be the first RS3 the certain part has had on it. So we'll explain what it's going to have a little bit later when we're over at REVO, but now I'm heading over to Daventry where their headquarters is, and I'm going to give it a little drive and give you some feedback on what it's like. So like I said earlier in the video, we are actually heading over to the REVO HQ, their performance centre. So REVO are widely known for supplying parts, products, their tuning packages, their remaps, but they've actually got a HQ, a headquarters, which is in Daventry. So I'm heading over there now. It's called their Performance Centre, so they have got a workshop as well as many other things that go on there, but they have got a physical workshop where work gets undertaken there, so they do a lot of their development work, and it's very useful for them because they obviously can get cars in, they can work on them, they can develop their own packages as well as fit customers' own parts. So yeah, we're working very closely with them, especially with this car because it's our new development car, and we've obviously given them the opportunity to use it as and when they want to develop their own packages. So yes, I won't tell you what it is yet, but we're heading over there. Car's going to get a bit of attention from those guys. They wanted to see, they are developing a package for this car, and it is the trial day where it goes over there. Parts will get fitted and certain things will happen. So we're nearly there now, and we'll explain more when we're in the shop. So we are here. We are now at the REVO HQ in Daventry. We're going to head inside in a minute, meet the team. Steve's invited us down because we've got something special for the RS3.
Yeah, no, welcome to REVO. So this is our reception area. Obviously here to pull out some of our bits and pieces, our carbon intake, some of our performance packages. Just bits and pieces on display here. We've got our obviously motocross side of the business as well. Our A3 track car, a bit of a toy there for us, a bit of a talking piece in the reception, and then obviously through to the workshop where we're doing something special to your car today.
Absolutely. First impressions of the workshop. It's even cleaner than ours. It puts ours to shame, to be honest. But yeah. Yes,
so the RS3 8Y in for a bit of a development testing of the REVO big brake kit. This is the first 8Y we've actually fitted this kit to. Obviously our well-known, well-respected brake kit, so using the REVO Alcon brake caliper, as you can see down there. Chris has opted for the black caliper. That's right. So a bit stealthy, but obviously those who know. See there. So these brake kits very popular over standard, quite popular upgrade, especially on the RS3. As we know, there's a few sort of complaints about the original brakes and how they sort of perform. So with the REVO ones, obviously ups the game on that side of things. They're really nice brake. They're not overly sort of grabby or anything like that. So you don't tend to know you've got the brakes on there until you need them. It's when you need them you realise that they're there. For both road use but also track use. There's a lot of people running these on sort of time attack, sprint series, those kind of things. So heavily used in motorsport as well as road cars. So very much proven. We use for the road side of things, we use the Frodo DSP brake pad. If you wish to, if you're doing track events and that kind of things, something like a Pagid RS29 can be popped in there very easily. So yeah, a bit more for a sort of track day. So yeah, there's obviously options there.
And I think when we first started talking about these brake kits, I was like, well, it's a relatively new car. The brakes look big, hard to justify, but not having an RS3 before this one, I think the old car, and I'm not sure if this car is the same, but you were saying about the brake discs, they're sort of both left-handed discs on there. So the cooling fins are only pointing one way, so one disc gets cooled essentially properly and the other one doesn't. So I think from removing these discs, they've only done like 7,000 miles, but I've noticed already the holes, because they're drilled discs, get filled with brake dust, and that obviously affects the cooling conditions as well.
So yeah, like we were saying, the brakes are a bit of an investment, but at the end of the day, they do come as a kit. So you've got the hardware there. It's all REVO hardware. So the mounting brackets for them, the bowels for them. They also come with the lines as well. They come with the braided lines.
Yep.
They obviously come with the uprated brake fluid as well. So, you know, as a package, you know, it's all there, and as I say, notable performance upgrade. The other nice thing about them as well is a lot of people who tend to have, you know, these VAG cars, you know, in the future you might move to another VAG crew car.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly
and,
that.
you know, you can take the brakes along with you. All the hardware's available separately. So it's got an investment that you can sort of keep with you, and you can move along to the next car. It's not kind of, oh, if I put it on there, it's there.
You've got to leave it there, and then it goes with the car sort of thing. So yeah, you can retain your sort of investment that way, which is a nice part of the.
It's just such a nicer feeling brake pedal on it, and say the fact that you can sort of, you know, use it for track day confidently. Know you're not going to run out of braking, because that is another complaint with these cars. They're a quick car.
They are a quick car. Yeah.
They soon start running out of, you know, of braking, and that's one sort of complaint I've sort of heard from the likes of driving Bex, who got a TTRS. It's one of the first things that she said was when she took on track day, the disappointment on that car was the brakes.
Exactly.
And
there's a big difference in road driving and track driving, isn't there? Even if you do drive it very hard on the road, you can never get it up to the temperatures you can on the track, can you? So
it's another world altogether.
Yeah.
So no, it's like from that perspective, they work really well indeed, and also goes nicely with the fact we've got all the other nice and Revo intake and so forth on your vehicle.
Hi, my name's Luke. I work at Revo here in Daventry HQ. I look after all the hardware engineering side of the business. Here we produce, design, develop everything in-house that we design for our hardware to go along with the software for the vehicles that we produce. We generally start by doing 3D scanning of a vehicle. We'll go through the whole process, try and find out where we need to make improvements, whether that's in airflow, fueling, cooling, whatever it might be, to work with the calibration engineers to make the best possible package. After the scanning, we'll take that through to some 3D modelling ourselves. We use SolidWorks for all our 3D CAD design. Once we've got a design we're happy with, we'll go to our 3D printer. We have a Stratasys F370 printer. It's an FDM printer, and we can start making parts like this. Full front section of the latest Mark 8 MQB Evo platform. This would then get test fitted in the car. As soon as we're happy with the overall sort of fitment development of that side of things, that'll go through to sampling stage into full carbon with our manufacturers. We work with a very select few manufacturers within the industry, people that we feel that we've worked and built up good relationships with over the years that produce the best quality parts for us. Once we've got the samples, we then do our final test fitting, dynoing, any other testing we want to get from it before we go through to a full end product that's then seen on the cars that you see today. So the printer that we have, the F370, is very unique in the fact that we don't just print hard parts as well. We can also print versions of what our silicon hoses would be for various projects as well. This one here, latest C8 RS6, this will be essentially a carbon front section, and then we'll have two new silicon hoses coming off the back end of this, which will all do it. But being able to simulate the actual silicon hose for the full test fit as well from one print is perfect. So
we are back at Auto Talk now. It's been a couple of days since we've had the brake kit fitted, and since we've been at Revo. Carrying out the process on the bedding procedure, so the brakes now are feeling really, really sharp. They're not fully bedded in yet. I need to put some more miles on them, but yeah, they are. The pedal transformation from when I first drove the car in the previous clips, it's a big difference now, so it's got a really nice bite. The beauty of these kits is that when you are driving it normally, they are not noisy, they're not too aggressive when just like I say, just poodling around, but then when you really want to lean on the brakes, and that's when you notice the difference. So yeah, phenomenal kit. First impressions really, really good. Once they are fully bedded in, I'd like to get it on the track to push the limits of them, get some heat into it, and then they will really stand out from the the standard setup. So yeah, quick overview on the brake kit. I know you saw it in the workshop when it was getting fitted, but these come with obviously a 6-pot caliper at the front. They come with a combination of pads, but as a rule, the basic kit, they come with a fast road pad, so it is a Ferodo fast road pad. It's not the sort of track orientated one, because 90% of people buying these kits, well, a lot of people do it for the looks, other people do it for the performance as well, but not everyone uses them on track. So options for more aggressive track pads are out there. So the kit as standard comes with a fast road pad. You've got the discs, you've got the calipers, you've got the braided brake lines at the front as well, and then you get the brake fluid to replenish that as well. So that is what is in the kit. You're buying a front brake kit. All the prices are over on the Revo website, so if you head over to onlyrevo.com, the prices are on there. The kit for this particular car may not be up there yet, because obviously it's only just been signed off. This is the first car to get it, so yeah. It was a great experience to head down to Revo. Lovely to meet all the guys down there. It's such a yeah, impressive setup. It was eye-opening to me, to be honest. I've obviously always known about the company and known about the brand and the products, always been very high quality, but actually going down there, meeting the people and seeing the facility was, yeah, it was great. And it is yeah, a lot larger scale than I expected, actually. And the guys super friendly, very willing to help and very knowledgeable. So yeah, if you've ever got any issues or any questions, then they'll be more than happy to answer your call or answer your email. So yeah, well worth a trip down there. Saying that, they've actually got an open day on the 20th of August. Double check on their Instagram. We'll put a link up here as well. But I'm pretty sure it's 20th of August. They've got their open day, so open to all new customers, existing customers, and anyone interested in their products and facility. So yeah, be sure to head down there. We'll probably get down there as well. Bring the car along, so yeah, you can see that in the flesh as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the brakes on the car. Put some comments below what you'd like to see us do next to the car, and yeah, we'll see you next time.